Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on for posterity, archival, and recording purposes. Currently, today it is Saturday, April 6th, 2024. It is currently 11:29 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It is officially 711 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in-game is the Primus Pass, which, by the way, happy first anniversary to the Primus Pass. It has been launched onto this game on March 28th, 2023. So it's been a few days right now. It's been a few days since 1 year of the Primus Pass. And the current patch that we are working on is the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch normally every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, but whenever we have an event, then the news is moved on to Sundays, usually in the afternoon. Follow my socials to know when that's going to be happening. If you are live, feel free to ask me some questions in chat if ever I'm talking about something that's relevant. If ever you have a question that's relevant to what I'm talking about, rather. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I'm not a game dev, I'm not bound by an NDA, but I'll do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions, and I do not work for Shark Mob. As a weekly casual reminder, even though I get asked a lot to change things in my game. Anyways, and also if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to notice that inside the description of the video, you've got all the timestamps, you've got all the links to everything that I'm talking about, everything that I'm going to be linking inside the chat while I'm doing the stream. And remember to go follow my Twitch stream, because we got a lot of people in here. Twitch is where I'm trying to grow my community, and yeah, follow my Twitch. Anyways, let's get to it. So today it is going to be 2 weeks of updates because, as some of you might have noticed, last weekend was a very charged weekend. It was Easter weekend. My family wanted to see me, so I skipped completely doing the news recap during that weekend. We also had a tournament going on. It was a very, very busy weekend. I needed to have some time off. So yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks of updates. That's what I'm going to be covering. So we are going to first start with the thing that is most present to everyone's hearts, is that since March 29th, we have had a new series of Twitch drops that are now available from the top 100 streamers of Bloodhunt for the previous month. Their streams are being tagged with having the drops. And what do we have? We have the Bow Down emote, Coquette Kitten mask, Crooked Corporation eyewear. It's just the little eyepiece here with the chain, and the lined up facial hair / beard. These are our four Twitch drops that we've got. The only thing that you have to do is watch 4 hours of Bloodhunt streaming from one of the top 100 channels that are being tagged for this. And as some of you may have noticed, first of all, these are available for the entire month of April up until April 26th. And some of you may have noticed that also, on top of that, we've got, as we've had for the past previous months, we've had the Infinity campaign that has continued since then, which means that after you're done the first 4 hours of watching a news and be able to claim in your inventory, in your Twitch inventory, being able to claim these 4 things. Then after that, there starts another 4 hours of watch time where you can claim the Milk outfit and Swift Vision eyewear. And yes, this is currently the list of the top 100 streamers. that have the drops on their channel. It's very easy. All you have to do is whenever you're looking at the campaign on Twitch, it says click here for to see all the participating channels. It usually the link will bring you to the Twitch category of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt, but with a filter of the people who have drops activated on their channel, so you'll see only like the selection of the people who have drops, or if the people are kind, they will have drops at the beginning of the stream title. However, whenever you're going inside their stream, at the top of the chat, you're gonna have a little pop-up notification to say that you're getting drops from their channel. Be aware, there are a few people that are coming in the category or streaming in the Bloodhunt category, and they say in their stream title that they have drops. So when you go inside their channel, you don't get the little pop-up notifications, which means that they're still thinking like last year where it was, or previous years where it was just like anyone who streams in the category and has drops activated on Twitch means that they've got drops. But no, that's not how it works with Bloodhunt. You have to have your stream actually selected and added to the campaign by the community managers. So be aware of that. And there has also been a little message about this, because some people saw that we still had the campaign of the Milk outfit and the Swift Vision eyewear, and we're not really too happy to see that one being distributed. So we had a little message here in the Bloodhunt Discord, courtesy of our friend Mozzie, aka Leon, saying, "We've heard your feedback on the Twitch drops, and we are removing the Infinity drop campaigns. But don't worry, the items, meaning the Milk outfit and Swift Vision, will be moved into the monthly drops starting with the May drops. This means that you no longer need to watch 4 hours before you can start dropping the regular items." So they'll be baked in, basically, is what he's saying. Instead of having 2 different campaigns, the items are going to be baked in with the other campaigns. They're going to be added. It's going to be one singular campaign. Which, personally, as long as we keep the 4 hours, I think that as a streamer, I'm very happy about the watch time. The amount of investment that is required from people watching in order to get their drops seems pretty reasonable, seems pretty good. And yeah, the second Infinity drop campaign was kind of, a little bit too much for bringing it so many times month after month. Felt a little bit too, but see, there you go. The feedback is still being listened to. Still they're still like actioning. Is that the correct term? They're still doing stuff about it. They're still looking at the feedback. They're still acting upon people's feedback. And remember, if ever you want some drops to come back, items that have been typically distributed as drops are very likely to come back as drops. So if ever you've got some like a sort of request to be made of like, hey, I would really like this item that was in the previous drop campaign to come back, well, you can always mention that inside the Bloodhunt Discord, inside the Bloodhunt chat channel, or if you're a content creator, to add that inside the Inner Circle channel. Here I posted right now on the in the stream, you've got my list of the Twitch drops that have all of the Twitch drops that have been available in the past and the present. And yeah, so you can look at this and see like if there's any of them that are interesting to you, you'd like to see come back. Be like, hey, last year we had the birthday mask that was available during the time of Bloodhunt birthday. Can we have that back? Some stuff like that. It's definitely like they're still hearing from us. They're still listening to our feedback. So a lot of that is still going to be. Hopefully, like they're gonna do something about that. So, anyways, that's it for the drops. If ever you want to be a part of the top 100 streamers who have drops associated to your channel, make sure that you stream Bloodhunt during a month, and at the end of the month, they look at the tally of everyone who has streamed Bloodhunt, and they take the top 100 people who have streamed the most hours for Bloodhunt, legitimately stream no AFK streaming, no restreaming, no going to sleep and then leaving your stream on or whatever, that kind of stuff. None of that BS. And then you're gonna have your stream tagged. Usually it doesn't take that many hours. I think for last month, Spot 100 was about like around 17 hours or 17 or 20 hours of Bloodhunt stream. So it doesn't take that much of an effort if you're a streamer, if you want to get your drops on your channel. Anyways, let's move on. So we're going to be talking about community voting now. I'm going to be covering old news, basically. It's just for archival purposes. It's just for recording purposes, so I can have that on video. You already know the results of this. So for the week of March 24th, this is what we got in terms of results. For TDM maps, we had Graveyard, Red Light, and Railway Station at 50% of the votes. For legendary weapons, we had Dual Pistol, Silence SMG, Auto Shotgun, and Hunting Rifle at 58% of the votes. And for artifacts, we had the Hand of Glory and Expeditors Boots at 53% of the votes, none of which were really that surprising. And the voting choices that we had during that time, that was last week, these were the choices that we had. So it was the Expeditors Boots and Rorke's Ram, Crow Famulus and Nodus Volume, Hand of Glory and Eye of Thorns. For TDM maps, we had Red Light District, Old Town Square Rooftop Restaurant, Rudolphinum Harbor and Railway Station, Library, Divine Disco, and Abandoned Mall. And for the weapons, we had choices of Burst Rifle, Dual Pistols, Pistol, Hunting Rifle, Toggler, Dual SMGs, Double Tap, and Crossbow, and then Marksman Rifle, Double Barrel, Auto Shotgun, and Assault Rifle. So these were the choices, and now we're going to see what are the things that we've been working with this week. So the results for this week of all the choices that I've just shown you, they are... for TDM maps, at 52% of the votes, we had Red Light District, Old Town Square, and Rooftop Restaurant. For legendary weapons, absolutely no surprise to me that it was Marksman Rifle, Double Barrel, Auto Shotgun, and Assault Rifle. I say it's no surprise to me because typically, the Bloodhunt community, whenever they see the Gold Assault Rifle, people choose that. But, look at that percentage. 38% of the votes. The spread of weapons that we had in terms of like selection was very varied, and all of them seemed like pretty good options. But I am surprised by the 38% because we've had an unhealthy addiction to the assault rifle. I've always been criticizing that, but at 38% of the votes, maybe we're dealing with our addiction. Maybe we're slowly starting to see that maybe other weapons besides the assault rifle are maybe good. Maybe we don't have to vote for it every time that it's up there. At 38%, community was divided. And also the divide that was also surprising to see was for the artifacts, Crow Famulus and Nodus Volume at 37% of the votes. Big surprise, but at the same time, not that much of a big surprise. But yes, so as some of you may have noticed, we've had finally a week without the Hand of Glory inside the game. Rejoice the people that are that love that. I want to address a little thing about this. More specifically, actually, hold on. Let me just bring it here. Because I know that some people wanted to say something about that. But by the way, this is over. The 5,000 tokens, the compensation code. This is over. I forgot to mention it. This is over, even though it's still pinned on the Bloodhunt. On the Bloodhunt Twitter, it is gone. I want to put just a little nudge on this tweet from Bloodhunt saying in all caps, no Hand of Glory in sight. So some people thought that it was a little bit cheeky because some people have a very strong dislike of the Hand of Glory. some people are going like, well, why are you writing this when you are still allowing the Hand of Glory to still be in the game and still be activated? Remove it, blah, blah, blah. Why are you writing this? The fact that you write it in all caps, it irritated. Let's just say it. Some people thought that it was a little jab of the people that really don't like the hand. I'm just gonna say, for devil's advocate kind of side of things, there is a reason why Hand of Glory gets voted a lot. There are some people for whom the fact that it's a bonus for them, it's kind of like a handicap of being able to survive longer in matches because they're not as good as a certain group of people who are very skilled with the game. For other people, it keeps being voted because it's good for them. It gives them a chance to survive a little longer inside the matches, enjoy the matches a little longer. There are some really good players who use the End of Glory because they're going like, well, it's giving me definitely an advantage to sneak up on really good people and finally kill them. And there's good and bad sides to that. I totally understand. But you have to understand that there are some people at this point, because of the existence of the Hand of Glory, there are people who will come back to play the game when the Hand of Glory is in the game. And when it's not there, they will not be playing the game because they're going to have a bad time. They're going to get killed more. Then their Bloodhunt experience is lessened. They're having less fun when they don't have the Hand of Glory to help them. I understand also the point of view of other strongly skilled people going like, well, just get better, practice the game. We didn't, when in our days, when we played Bloodhunt, we didn't need the Hand of Glory to get better. We just got better. We just played. We just got killed more. It strengthened us, got better. I understand, but you gotta understand that the Hand of Glory is there. So for them, for these people, when the Hand of Glory is not inside the game, they're not gonna play the game. On the flip side, when the Hand of Glory is not there, it brings other people who want a really fun, good time of not having invisible opponents. It brings them back inside the game. That's why also on my Twitter, I've always been making an extra post to let people know, hey, we don't have the Hand of Glory in game, come play the game. And we do see some people come back during those weeks whenever the Hand of Glory isn't there. So I see that it's not necessarily a cheeky reply. It's not a cheeky comment from the Bloodhunt community managers of saying, hey, there's no Hand of Glory in sight. There are some people, both when the hand is there and when the hand is not there, that they need to be aware that that is the situation to bring them back inside the game. There are some people who will decide when it's their time to focus on the game, whether the hand is there or not. But whatever the situation is, there will be a certain group of people who will come there when the Hand of Glory is there and when the Hand of Glory is not there. So it has to be let known to people. And I don't know if there's any other intention behind the fact that it's written like that. But I just wanted to take the moment to say, there are different intentions, there are different perspectives towards the Hand of Glory. It's probably the most divisive item in the game, ever at this point. I'd say, even more than when the dual crossbows were hyper buffed, or even more than when the burst rifle was buffed for the reasons that it was back in the day. It keeps a lot of people playing whether we like it or not. Exactly. Whether we like it or not, or whether it's in the game or not. There are different reasons. Anyway, so that, I don't think that it's a cheeky thing. I don't think that it's a, as some people were saying, a little fuck you to the people who, really like not having the Hand of Glory in game. Just by the way, guys, there's no Hand of Glory. It's not meant to be that way. It's whichever. It's always good to have a little extra attention during the weeks where the Hand of Glory is not there. Because as we've seen, whenever the Hand of Glory is voted by the community, it tends to stay like 2 or 3 weeks in a row normally. And when it's not there, then it's just a question of like, you know, are the people going to still not vote for it when it's not there? You know, it's just that, yeah, typically Hand of Glory is longer in there. So the moments where it's not there, it's kind of a moment to not necessarily celebrate it, but to let as many people know, hey, the big thing that is very divisive in the game, it is not there. So consider that. Do you want to come play back or not? Anyways, little soapbox moment over. Just want to make sure it was clear because some people had arguments about this week. That being said, this is what we've got currently in the game, and the voting choices that we have this week are. Let's click on this. Yes. For artifacts, we've got the Boots and the Eye of Thorns, the Crofamulus and Rourke's Ram, and we've got the Hand of Glory and Noddist Volume. Interesting. What are people going to vote? Probably there is a case for a Hand of Glory. I think there's a case for all of them. There's a case for Expeditus Boots, but some people really don't like the Eye of Thorns. I think, personally, because I like Rourke's Ram, and apparently I'm very much in the minority about this, I would probably vote option 2, because I like it. You've got your movement and the people who like to play melee, and there's a lot of people that like to play melee these days. Yeah, you may want to vote for this. But I understand there's people that may feel like, hey, it's been a week, I haven't played with the Hand of Glory. Maybe it's time to bring it back and have the Noddist Volume. We're gonna see. Anyways, any which way, community vote ends this weekend, specifically tomorrow on Sunday evening. If you're in North America, if you're in Europe, it is Monday morning, or whichever time zone that you are. Yeah, we're gonna see the votes. If you're in NA, it's tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That the vote is. The vote is calculated, and we're going to see the results. And we're going to have the votes for next week. So, next part, we're going to talk about community events. Now, before I go on, I talk about the details about community events. Remember that everything that concerns the community, all those community events, all of those giveaways, those contests, those events, and all of this, they are all posted in the Bloodhunt Discord. We have a special channel for community events. These are events that are not made by SharkMob. They are being supported by SharkMob in some sort of way, whether usually it's prizes. You're all going to see them posted in the Bloodhunt Discord. So there's the link for the Bloodhunt Discord if you're not already following it. All of the main major news everything is in there. It's the main place where where you will get your information apart from here. So, let's talk about a few things about community events. Well, the big thing is that we had the competitive trios tournament that happened last weekend. Last weekend? Yes, last weekend. So, the top of first, second, and third places got their choice of the stupendous competitive prizes that we got there, plus a banner and icon matching their placement, or if they already had one, they gotta get another one. I'm working on making a sort of like a document which is kind of like a hall of fame of all the people who won competitive masks, so we can keep a track of everyone that's won, and basically like maybe some people who won prizes and all of that stuff. Everything is here are the results. The results are there. So you've got, if you're watching this little tweet, you've got results, you've got the VOD, and you've got EU event. I'm going to be talking about that in a second. But if you want the results, here they are. So you can see here that our main three winners were team Patchmade with Disrespectful, which is Jabori, Dual Sense, which is Patchmade J, and Gimme the Cereal. Second place was Frogleg Pizza Team with Nevi, Crayon Mangeur 45, which is Soup, which is more known in the community as Soup, and Sindir, and the team Still Bones, which is made of K-Plays, Accused Scholar, and Fierce. So congratulations to these 3 teams in being able to fight to the top. Now, it was just a question of kills. Kills were really the thing that made the distinction of the people who managed to win or not. Placement points also made a difference, especially when it comes for first and second place. We might adjust placement points for the next event that is going to happen. But yeah, we've got our 10 teams that were there. Overall, the event went pretty well. We had some little issues with a few teams that were not there, teams that were there, had to swap a little bit. I had 4 backup teams that were ready to go. Unfortunately, some teams felt like they were backup teams, so they didn't have a chance to win a mask, so some guys didn't even show up, which is unfortunate for them, because when we started the event, we immediately needed a backup team to go in and try to win. You know, the other teams, there are some other teams that completely missed their shot because they weren't there. For the replacement teams, some people figured out, they realized that they were backup teams and basically didn't have a chance to win a mask after a certain amount of time, so some people bailed out. I'm just going to say to them, you never know when a team is going to bow out. We had a few issues at certain points in time in the tournament. So if a replacement team comes in fairly early, like I'd say, like in the first 2, maybe 3 matches, if they perform well, they still have a chance of getting getting themselves like quite high inside the tournament. It depends of everyone's performance. They could still manage to get like maybe 3rd place or even 2nd place. Not sure if they're gonna be able to get to the top, but we're gonna see with the rules that I've set in motion for my own competitive tournaments. Okay, my own rules and all of this. The people who have won all the competitive prizes are not allowed to come back in the future for other competitive events. My other competitive events. Okay, I just want to be clear about this. So there are some people at the top here who you're not gonna see anymore in the future. So other people might have a chance of getting to the top. It's going to switch up a little bit some things. There are some teams there that are not necessarily made by the same people. So there's some people that are inside they're going to need to find some other teammates. It's going to bring a new meta to the competitive events. So it's going to keep things fresh. It's going to keep things interesting. It's not going to be what some people have been criticizing my rule of being. It is not going to be a permanent event where people get to determine, it's just a tournament where people decide to win, I don't know, the Bloodhunt Cup. Okay? It doesn't matter if there's prizes in the way, it's who gets to be number 1. Because I understand that that's what some other people really want. It's not necessarily getting the masks, or, after they're done with the masks, then what do? They want to be like, who's number 1, who's at the top. And that's for, I feel, another person to take charge of this. Another person to take charge of a competitive tournament with its own number 1 prize and all of that. Right now, what I'm focusing on is that there's been a lot of people inside the community that have been wanting the competitive prizes to be out there and be available, and people want something to work towards. They want some reason to still continue playing inside the game because they're really, really good. They feel like they don't have any challenge anymore. Right now, getting those competitive prizes is the goal for them. They want to continue to practice and play the game and get better, and they want a chance to win some of those masks. And that is, with my format and my special rule, that is what I'm delivering for the community. getting as many people out there motivated as possible to get a competitive chance, a chance to compete, a chance to be in those kinds of events. That is what I'm offering for them. If people just want to do the who's the best constantly every week, who is like at the top of the leaderboard and all that sort of stuff, and you want to make a tournament, I'd say I invite someone to actually put this together and make it happen. Please make it happen. Unfortunately, I'm cutting down on making my events myself. The number of events that I'm trying to have organized because of reasons that I've explained before I started recording. A little bit too hard on me right now. I can't hold these many tournaments all at the same time, all of these events at the same time. It's a little bit too much work for me. It's a little bit too much stress. I don't have that much energy, and I like to sleep. So if everyone wants to do something else on the side, have their own tournaments, have their own Bloodhunt Cup or whatever it is, please do it. Please do it, because I don't have the time to do it. Anyways, sorry, again, little soapbox event. Had to explain myself. You've got the details of everyone who their placement and the kills per player and all of that. Some people want to get the good stuff. That some people only were focusing on this, only wanted to see who's at the top of like who got as many kills as possible, because it's a big, I guess, ego thing to know who's at the top, who's the best, and all of that. There you go. I'm not gonna go into details of that anymore. But if you want to see the details of that, they are inside this tweet here. If you want to see how the event went, a little bit of technical issues on my end. It's my fault. I figured out exactly what the issue was, but a little bit too late to figure it out when it's happening live. But if you want to see the VOD, there it is. A lot of the players, every team had a person that was streaming, so if ever you want to watch the personal VODs of the team, there's a member in every team that has their VOD out there. If you ever want to see it, go watch it and find their Twitch stream and go watch them if ever you're interested in that. Also, a thing that happened at the time, a thing that happened at the same time during the event is, hold on, I've announced the another competitive trios event that's going to be happening on Saturday, April 20th. But this one was going to be at the popular request of quite a few people asked to have an EU-specific kind of event. Now, what I mean by EU, I mean not the Americas. If you're on the other side, if you are on the east side of the Atlantic Ocean, if you are there, if you're the kind of person that usually plays on EU servers, you don't necessarily need to be in the European Union. It's just anywhere there. Russian teams, like Middle Eastern teams, all of this, like everyone that's on there. If ever you're used to connecting on the EU servers, you are invited to join in this event. Now, why did I do that? It's because, yes, some people have been requesting. Some people have been telling me that they did not sign up for the previous trios tournament, especially a lot of EU players, because they said, we know it's all going to be North American players that are going to sign up, so all of the events, all of the matches for the tournament are all going to be on NA based servers. So we're not going to show up. Find us a solution that we can have. We have tournaments or events that happen on the EU portion of the world, and then we're going to join up. There's also the constant question whenever we have a competitive event of, like, depending on which region the match is going to be located in, there's going to be an issue of lag for a portion of the players, and therefore making it generally unfair for people who will play with a certain amount of lag. So, because of all of this, and also because a couple of people have promised me, Khalior, if you make an EU-only event, there's going to be a bunch of people that sign up. Trust me, there's going to be a whole bunch of people that will join up, they will be this event. Don't worry, it's in the bag. So, I made this event. Right now, currently, at the time of recording, there are only 2 teams that have signed up. At some point during the week, I had 3 teams, but one had to bail because of unfortunate circumstances. It's not going to be working on their schedule, so they had to bail out. But right now, I only have 2 teams signed up. As a reminder, we need 10 teams to have the event happen, and I also like to have, at least 1 to 4 teams that are ready to go as backup teams if ever we have some issues. As we've seen last weekend for the other competitive event, we did have some issues. We did need the backup teams, and the teams that were ready and all ready to go and, all loaded in and everything, they got first spot into joining the event. The other teams that were not there, you missed out on your chances of being inside the event and making a name for yourself. So yes, if ever you are a European team or of that description that I said, please sign up for the event. I've made a little bargain there with specifically this thing, because that is not something that has ever happened before. That's not something that's ever been planned before. I'm taking a little gamble. So the deal with the community that I've said last week was, I'm leaving this up. If on Thursday morning I don't have a majority of European teams that have signed up, I will therefore open the event to be a global event. As it, like we did last time, it was a global one. I'm just going to open it up so we can have the event. Because remember, these events are all set up. We need a private server that's set up, and that requires some help and some prep work from the good people at SharkMob. I don't want to waste their time. So I am not going to be, hey, let's be patient. Let's wait a few other days. No, I will open it up to all the other NA teams, all the rest of the people in the world to join in. I'm just going to switch it up. So if ever you are a North American team that wants to compete in a trios tournament, get your teams ready. Because right now, like I said, I've only got 2 European teams signed up. It's not looking like I'm going to have 10 teams ready to go on Wednesday evening. But you never know. Maybe this weekend, maybe this message is gonna come through. Remember, it's only for PC players because we can't do that. We can't do it the same way for PS5. I've heard that some PS5 players are trying to organize their own little competitive tournament. However, I'm a little worried because right now the people that I've heard or that have mentioned that they wanted to make a tournament, I don't think that they have any experience in hosting events before. So maybe a little word of caution. I've been there before. I know what happens, but good luck to them if ever they're going to organize that. So yes, spread the word. Any teams, get yourself ready with your schedule. April 20th, if ever you want to participate, probably towards the end of this week and the weekend, I might be opening it up, and that might be just a regular event as it's been happening these last few times. So, yeah, in the forum, there's a few different things that have been changed. I've described exactly what does that mean to have an EU event. There's a few little rules that have been changed, a little bit switched around. So you might want to take a little bit more caution reading all of these things. I know some people are adverse to reading things, but unfortunately, because of some people that like to go around rules or like to say that, hey, we're going to do this thing because it's not in the rules. Well, unfortunately, that's why we have to be so verbose and have a lot of things and stuff and blah, 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 blah. And also for the people who sign up, yes, having 1 streamer per team is mandatory. We require 1 streamer per team. It doesn't have to be the team captain that is the streamer, but we need to have a streamer. So yeah, like I said, probably the placement value per match might change in the meantime. I'm going to get back to you on this. I am in talks with FAR on maybe how we need to adjust that. But it's, because of some feedback that we got since then, we might be adjusting a few things here and there. Anyways, so there you go. The link is here. Again, if you're on YouTube, the link is in the description. Which day are you planning the next tournament? Well, it's right there. It's right there on the screen. Right here. April 20th, Saturday. It's right here. And the link, like I said, the link is, I'm just going to repost it. There we go. Reposting the link right there with everything. The winners, I'm sorry. The one specifically with EU. Yes, I said, okay, so Swole Nerd, I'm just going to repeat it for you. I said if by Wednesday, we have a period of signups. I need a certain amount of people to sign up. And if at Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, I don't have enough EU people signed up for the event, I'm going to open it up. And then it's going to be all NA. NA is going to be invited. It's going to be like the other event. It's going to be just like, hey, it doesn't matter what region you're in, everyone can get in. And also hello to everyone that joined in from Prop Hunt's raid. Thank you very much. There's no notifications right now because I'm recording the news. So, again, repeating just to be sure. The next event is for EU or anyone that's in the basic general vicinity. So you can be in Russia, Russian, all of that stuff. You can be Middle East and all of that stuff. If you are used to connect on EU servers, you are allowed to join in this event. And if by Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, I don't have enough teams signed up for it, I'm going to open it up to be a global event, just like we had last weekend. So, spread the word. The link is in the chat again. I'm just going to post it because we had a raid come in. Here's the chat. Here's the link inside the chat if you want the details on all of this. And then I'm going to move on to another news article that we're going to be talking about. Yes. So another thing that I announced during the competitive event, while we were waiting for the points to be all tallied up, is the Bloodhunt, basically a schedule of the events that we've got planned. So basically, FAR and I were the only ones that are planning events. So these are the events that we've got planned for you for the rest of the month. So what we've got every week, we've got Scouting Prague event. Every Wednesday, FAR puts out a new event, and it lasts for the whole week up until next Wednesday. I'm just going to go through, right now, through the list that we've got there. I'm going to go into details about every one of them just in a second. So what we've got: Fashion Victims, Business in the Front. It is vote week. We still got this weekend to vote for the people that are going to be, for the people who's going to be our main grand winner. If you're a person that votes, there is a giveaway that's being made for all the people that vote. You can win a Bend the Knee emote. And then on Monday, we're going to have a new Fashion Victims that's going to start. The following week, it's going to be the vote week. So we've got 1 week to submit your best fit. 6 people are selected, and then everyone votes for who's the winner. And then on April 20th, like I said, we're going to have the Trios competitive event for PC Europe. And then on the 27th, Saturday, April 27th, we are going to have a mega Fundament event organized by FAR. Also on April 27th, what it's going to be? It's going to be the Bloodhunt. It's going to be the 2 years of the launch of Bloodhunt. So it's going to be an anniversary day. We don't have any details about this, but there might be some stuff. And on April 29th, we're going to have another Fashion Victims that is going to start. And yes, like I've said, I've heard there might be one or two other things that might be coming in April, but that's out of my hands. I don't know. I was just whispered in my ears there might be a couple of things that might be happening, one or two things or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. So keep an eye out for that. Why is this? Yes. So why is this all important? Why am I telling you all of this before getting into the details? Well, that's because we have new community prizes that are going to be available. Like usually, you know, we've got our typical rotation of the Lupin outfit, the Fiercely Loyal outfit, and the Fluorophore tattoo. Now those are out. Not saying that they're not going to be obtainable anymore, but for all of these events that Far and I are organizing, these are going to be the prizes that are now going to be the thing that you're going to see. Not necessarily going to vouch that these are going to, like the other previous ones, these are the only community prizes that we're going to have for the next 6 months. That seems a lot. Maybe in 3 months we're going to change to have something else. You know, so maybe there's your shot. Like, maybe there's a shot. Maybe, like take part in all of those events that we're having. So, like I said, all of the events that I'm going to be talking about, like, these are going to things that we still got coming in frequently. You can have those. So we've got, and these are, like, by popular demand. The flamingo hair color, the bubblegum hair color. Bubblegum hair color was a big one. A lot of people have been requesting for this. You cannot necessarily see this on this picture, but the spectral wing tattoo, it is a very electric purple flashing tattoo that you've got on your body. And one of the icons and banners from past battle passes that are not obtainable anymore, the Slumbermaker and Love Letter icon and banner. So these are going to be the prizes that you're going to see for a while. As a reminder, if ever there are some things from past battle passes that are not obtainable anymore, make sure you speak up inside the Bloodhunt Discord. Chat up if there's anything that you think might be interesting to see come back, that you're sure they're not in the store or that they're not a part of Twitch drops. We're gonna see. We're gonna keep our ears and eyes out there. We're gonna see. Like, there are some things that can be given. There are some things that cannot be given. It's all a discussion that Far and I have with the community managers on exactly what are the things that we'd like to see. So yeah. Starting with, there's this one event I just need to mention because of our archival purposes. There was last week we had week 9 of Scouting Prague, and that was the picture that was the hint. But the one that we currently have this week for Scouting Prague, because that one's over, is this one. So this is the header picture. As some of you know by now, the picture that is here is a big hint of the location that you need to find. What is it exactly? What does Scouting Prague do? Well, all you need to do is you need to grab the same outfit, archetype, and find the location that she's got in the screenshot here. So what is the screenshot? It is this one. This is the screenshot. Maybe you can figure it out. Maybe it doesn't really matter which archetype that you're going to be, because right now there's nothing really giving any hints about what kind of archetype it is, but you can see what kind of outfit she has. All you need to do is the outfit. As a reminder, it's just the outfit, the archetype, and you need to find this location. Take a screenshot of this location, kind of like how it looks here. You need to recreate the screenshot. You don't need all the details here that she's got on the character. It's just the character, just the archetype, the outfit, and have the location here. You need to recreate the screenshot and send it, and then you are going to have a chance to win a prize. What prize is it? Well, you're gonna have the choice between the spectral wing tattoo and the flamingo hair color. these are going to be your choices. If ever you win, if ever you choose those, and if ever you win, you're going to get the prize that you want. A little bit of identification that's required, but yeah, that's basically the gist of scouting Prague. So to have that screenshot, remember, there's your hint. There's your hint of where this location that she was showing you, like where it's located. There's your hint. Next up, fashion victims. So fashion victims, as we clear here all this, fashion victims, what we've got is business in the front. We've got our votes. We've got our selections that have been made by our judges. So all you need to do is go click the little linky link that's here. Hold on. This little link here. It's going to take you maybe 5 minutes at most. How Fashion Victims works is basically you identify yourself, and then it's a comparative vote, okay? It's 1 versus 1. Which one fits the theme more against the other one? And you've got a few choices to go there. You're comparing one outfit against the other, and there's 6 in total. You got about like 12 votes to make. At the end, we're going to compile all the votes of everyone, and one of them will be a winner of 3 prizes that they got. But for you out there, if ever you vote, you have a chance to win a Bend the Knee emote. From all of the people that vote, I pick one name at random and I give them the code. So if ever you don't have the Bend the Knee emote, there's a chance for you to get it. I encourage everyone to vote for this. And like I said earlier, remember, there's going to be a new Fashion Victims that will start on Monday, where you're going to submit your fit for another theme. Still got plenty of those already organized for many weeks in the future. So and for the next one that's going to start on Monday, there's going to be the new community prizes that are going to be there on the line for you to get. So join up whenever that's going to be posted. In the schedule, I mentioned that there is going to be a mega fundament on April 27th. Now, this is a mega fundament because basically it is going to be involving all the 4 game modes that we currently have in the game. So, solos, duos, trios, TDM, all of those. The fundament usually lasts for 2 hours whenever we set it. This one's going to be like expanded for 3 hours because it's going to involve all the game modes. So I hope that a lot of people will show up. Mark this on your calendar. It's going to be April 27th. It's going to be like I said, it's going to be the 2-year anniversary of the launch of Bloodhunt. We're going to have 46 winners in total. And I don't have the picture of it in front of me, but I will get it. Just give me a quick moment in this other one here. But during this event, there will be a few chances to win some Techno Demon masks. I know a lot of people have been asking for Techno Demon masks. They're gonna be in there. Also, just so I can mention it here, whenever my big follower event giveaway is going to be scheduled, sorry I don't have a date yet, there will be Techno Demon masks also in there, so make sure you continue to follow because it's going to be, make sure you continue to follow my stream because it's going to be open for followers only whenever it's going to be happening for me. But yes, Techno Demons are going to be, Techno Demon masks are going to be on the line. However, I feel that you're going to need to perform. You're going to need to push yourself if ever you want those Techno Demon masks. So keep practicing in game. Keep practicing at all the 4 game modes. You have been warned. Like the details of the Mega Fundament have not been posted yet. They've not been posted yet. But yeah, we already are warning you. It's going to involve the 4 game modes. So if ever there's some game modes that you're not really good at it, you're going like, hey, I haven't tried TDM, Team Deathmatch that much, By the way, Team Deathmatch, as a reminder, you can queue in solo, duo, trio. Not just because it says trios on it that it means you need to be a trio to get in. You can queue in solo. When the details are going to be out there, you're going to know. FAR's working on it. Right now we have other things currently going on. We got the big tournament, but soon FAR is going to put out the form to join in for the Mega Fundament, including the rules of how this whole thing is going to work. So yeah, 46 winners for this event. Probably we're also going to have some viewer prizes that are going to happen when this event is going to happen. So yeah, we're going all out to celebrate the second year of Bloodhunt. Mark this on your calendar. I'm just saying, mark this on your calendar. Next up, speaking of the birthday, we have... Boop. Here is the link for it. We've got our community member Kunseru, who is organizing a little montage clip for Bloodhunt, and that's been posted inside the community Discord, so I'm gonna read it here. As we gear up to celebrate Bloodhunt's second birthday on April 27th, Kunseru wants to put together something truly special, a montage that captures the essence of our thrilling adventures in the dark, blood-soaked world of the game. Bloodhunt has been more than just a game, it's been a journey filled with adrenaline-pumping moments, heart-stopping escapes, and epic battles. Now, as it reaches this milestone, it's time to commemorate all the memories we've made together. That's where you come in. Share your best clips from the game, whether it's a perfectly executed ambush, a dramatic chase, a hilarious glitch, or a heart-pounding victory. We want to see it all. Let's make this a montage of an unforgettable tribute to Bloodhunt's legacy. Send in your clips and let's celebrate in style. So, you have up until April 21st to submit your clip. I want you to send your best clip for montage. That's probably not how Kirill talks, but yeah, so the link is right there inside the chat. Kunseru said that basically he was trying to go for a 3 to 5 minute montage, so the clips he really means clips. He doesn't mean give me a 30-minute montage of all the things that you've done or whatever. He's gonna he's gonna make a fun video out of this, and it's gonna be featured. So if ever you feel like joining into this, you've got some cool clips or whatever. I kind of hope we have. He does talk like this? Okay. So, join in. I really hope that everyone sends him. I hope that a lot of people send him a montage of basically people getting chomped by the sharks. I think that'd be really, really funny. Just to have a 3 to 5 minute montage of just people getting eaten by sharks in the most hilarious fashions. I know there's a lot of those clips out there. Don't fool me. I know there's a lot of clips about that out there. That'd be really fun. So yeah, and yes, like I've just said earlier, there might be 1 or 2 more things that are going to be announced this month. So for this post and a lot of other things that might be happening inside the Bloodhunt community, join the Bloodhunt Discord. It's right there. There's also other Discords if ever you have access to the SBS Discord. They also post all events there. If you want to follow my own Discord, it's all right there. If ever you're watching on YouTube, it's all in the description. I've got my Discord in there. Everything that I post about Bloodhunt, I tweet. And all my tweets are automatically posted inside my Discord. So also with my live notifications, everything is posted automatically on my Discord. It's not that much of a community Discord, the one that I have, but if ever you want just a bunch of news, everything is posted there by default. So if ever you want to join my Discord, there we go. Yeah, Bloodhunt montage, that's the form that you have to send in, blah, 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 that's normal. And also, because there's been a little bit of I've seen a few streamers have been kind of working on this, so I might as well just plug it right there. Hey, some people might remember I used to have a thing called the KINDRED Program, which I've updated recently. KINDRED Program, if you don't know, is a way to self-improve into Bloodhunt, if ever you're interested in Bloodhunt, but you don't have that much challenge, or you don't have really an incentive to get better, or you don't know exactly, like you really like the game, but you don't know how to necessarily improve. Well, the Kindred Challenge is there for you. What is this? It's basically a sheet that you can copy, so you click here at the top, make a copy. This will copy this whole thing. And how this works, I mean, you've got all the instructions here or exactly how this is supposed to go. You even got some little videos, but basically you have different types of challenges. As you can see at the bottom here, you've got different tabs of difficulty, and you need to just basically go through the different tabs and complete the challenges at your own pace, however you want to do them. These are just suggestions. These are entirely made by you, suggested. Like these are all like self-driven. You do them yourself. You got the beginner, advanced, expert, master, legend. I would say that a lot of the high skill players of Bloodhunt, if they try to tackle things in the master tab, they will be sweating. They will be frustrated by some of the challenges that are in there. And the legend stuff is for people who are completely out of their minds, completely insane. You know, the game has no secret for them. They're able to master everything. Everything in the master tab is easy for them to accomplish. Then you get to go truly insane in the legend tab. But basically what you've got in each tab, you've got some weapon challenges where it's just asking you to play a match using only a weapon. You've got some stats challenge where inside one match you try to reach different objectives, and sometimes you need to reach some objectives many times in a row. And then there's gameplay challenges where it requires you to reach a certain level of placement inside a match while playing a little bit differently. And as you go through the levels, the different kinds of weapons are increase in difficulty. The stats change in difficulty. The gameplay challenges become more and more crazy, and there's more and more different gameplay challenges that you can accomplish. So yeah, if you want to test yourself, take the time to read the instructions that are in there. You've even got some instructional videos on how to make all of this happen. There you go. I've seen a few streamers use this as an example for on how to make content, how to make their streams interesting, or just themselves. Some people were trying to get better at it. For instance, there is something in the Legend tab that's called an archetype run. Basically, you look at the list of archetypes that you've got on your screen. You know, it starts with Brute and it ends with Scholar. All they need to do is start with the archetype of Brute, and then win a match. If you win a match, you continue on to the Vandal, and then you win a match, and then you need to win a match all the time until you reach Scholar, and then you win your match, and then your archetype run is done. The moment that you lose a match, you need to start back at the beginning. That was what Jelly Finesse was trying to do this week, and I was encouraging them to do. Not as easy as you think it is. If ever you are a person that mains a specific archetype and you don't necessarily know how to work with the others, also you might have some other people that know that you're doing that and are trying to hinder you. That puts a little spice inside your Bloodhunt challenges. So anyways, this is just to give you a little hint of things you can do inside with the Kindred program. That's my incentive, you know, in the face of not having other mastery challenges that we can bring inside the game, because we've got no more development inside the game. If you completed all the mastery challenges, you don't know what to do, the Kindred program is there as an option that you can do for yourself, as sort of a motivation. Also, if you're a streamer, really good thing to keep your viewership interested in what you're doing, or trying to see you, trying to root for you, trying to accomplish some goals and all of that stuff. That's why I made it. I made it for the community. Anyways, with that being said, that's all the news I had to say to you this week. So what are we looking for? What are we expecting for this week? Well, we've got the community vote. So the vote that you can do inside the game for the TDM maps, the legendary weapons, and the artifacts. Remember, to do that this weekend, just need to load the game and go vote for all of those. Like, this takes like 2-3 minutes tops. Yeah, easy. Ends on Sunday evening, so go do that. Fashion victims. We've got the vote that's happening still this weekend. Again, tomorrow at the same time that the community vote is going to come in, it's going to be the end for the fashion victims vote. And then on Monday, we're going to have a new one. And a new one that's going to have all the new prizes that I've shown you. We've got Scouting Prague. That is still going on. Every Wednesday, one ends, one begins. And of course, we've got the Bloodhunt Trios competitive tournament for EU players. EU players, sign up. The sign-ups are going to be determined like this week what's going to happen. So if ever you're a competitive player, keep your eyes and ears on the things that I'm doing, because I'm going to determine if ever we've got enough EU players that signed up, or if ever I'm going to go, not enough EU players, we're going to open it up for everyone. So all the other players of other regions than, that side of the world, be ready. Get yourself a tree. Start talking with people. April 20th. Are you doing something? Might be happening. Like, Khalior might open it up for everyone. So let's get ready, okay? Because we're not going to have a lot of turnaround time to get all the teams locked in and ready to go. Because, next week I'm going to be working on getting all of this good and ready to go. So spread the word about these events. Sign up, participate, all of that good stuff. Absolutely. Socialize, talk between each other. Come on, we've got a community going. I can't just hold everyone's hands together. Do it. So I just want to make it clear. For all of these events, everyone can join up. Everyone can join up, even the competitive ones. If you're not a competitive player, but you want your shot at one of the masks, just get your group together. Sign up. There's going to be more details about this. Take the time to read all the instructions that Far and I put out there. There's a lot of details. I invite even the most casual players to sign up. You might have a shot. You might not even know it. That being said, please join, participate, watch the streams, lurk in the streams, continue to support the Bloodhunt community. Share, like, retweet, tell your friends. Remember, the Bloodhunt community is in our hands. It is the key. Community is the way to move forward. At the end of the month, we're gonna reach the second year of the Bloodhunt anniversary. How many soothsayers have we had in the community? How many modern day Nostradamuses have been telling us, if you don't add this feature inside the game, I give you game maybe 2 weeks. 3 weeks at top, maybe a couple of months, it's gonna be dead. Look at us 2 years later, still going on, still happening. Right now, it's being driven by the community. So participate, reach out, talk to other people. If ever you want to make some events for the Bloodhunt community, if you want to help out, raise a hand, send a DM. We're happy to help you. If ever you know about some other events or some other people that are doing events or giveaways or all of that stuff, let me know. I might give you a props. I might tell other people that some things are going on. I'm gonna let you know. So before I end this newscast, please give me a follow on Twitch. The channel continues to keep growing, and I appreciate everyone for joining up. And remember that whenever I'm streaming Bloodhunt, you get the special drops on my channel. I do some code giveaways on my channel. I'm gonna have the big follower giveaway, probably not this month. It's gonna be maybe in May because schedules and stuff. It's hard. Follow me on my Twitter. But also when I'm going to be ending this recording, for all the people that are on stream, I'm still going to be streaming. I'm going to be giving away a purple pain code for PC players only, so stick around. And that's it for us here. Have a wonderful weekend. Be kind to each other and to yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.